When people first move to Victoria or if they just come here on vacation, one of the first stops is usually the main tourist attractions like Empress Hotel, Legislature buildings, or the Butchart Gardens. But what a lot of people don't know about is one of the most eclectic and unique neighborhoods in the entire city. And people always skip it over and they end up leaving here without experiencing one of the coolest neighborhoods that Greater Victoria has to offer. But I want to make sure that you get a chance to experience all the history that this beautiful city has to offer. So make sure you stay until the end of this video because we're going to be going in depth on the Fernwood neighborhood. And for those who don't know me, I'm Noah Jefferson, your local Victoria, BC real estate agent. And if you want to get in touch with me and find out more about the local market here, or you just want to get in touch, you can find all my information in the description below. And as always, if you found you've gotten some value from this video, please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. It really helps push my content in the algorithm. Now let's check out Fernwood. Fernwood is a historic neighborhood near downtown Victoria. Residential development in the neighborhood began in the 1890s, and a lot of homes along Fernwood Road actually date from this era. Prior to the establishment of Fort Victoria, the Fernwood neighborhood belonged to a territory that was inhabited by the Songhees. Some of the main attractions in and around the neighborhood include the Fernwood Inn, the Belfry Theatre, and the Craigdarroch Castle, and we're going to be going in depth on all those and more throughout this video. Fernwood has a distinct community vibe, and they actually have a neighborhood resource group called the Fernwood NRG for short, and it's a charitable organization that's run by the residents of the neighborhood. The Fernwood Community Center has childcare programs, family resource programs, and youth drop-ins, as well as more activities for the community. The neighborhood definitely has an eclectic and creative vibe, and you can see this on lots of the telephone poles, which are painted. This was part of the Fernwood pole painting project, and combined with the history of the neighborhood, it really makes it a must-see part of Victoria. Located in the heart of Fernwood, you can find Victoria High School, which is actually the oldest high school west of Winnipeg and north of San Francisco, and it was built by architect C.E. Watkins, originally opening in 1876. Now the school's actually had a few different locations. The original school that opened in 1876 was a log cabin that was located between Yates and Fort Street on the current grounds that are being used for Central Middle School. The current Victoria High School, where it stands today, has been open since 1914. The community also has a lot to offer in terms of entertainment, with the Belfry Theatre, which offers Canadian and contemporary plays. The Belfry was originally constructed between 1887 and 1892, and it actually started off as a church called the Emmanuel Baptist Church of Fernwood at that time. And then in 1974, that's when it first became what's now used as a playhouse. And some other shops, restaurants, and general places to go in the community includes Stage Wine Bar, which was actually ranked as a top 10 restaurant in Canada the year it opened, as well as Mesa Familiar, Studio 1313 Hair Salon, Who Did Your Hair, which is another hair salon, the Paint Box School of Art, and more. Another great attraction that's located just outside of Fernwood is the Craigdarroch Castle. It was constructed in the late 19th century for a wealthy coal baron named Robert Dunsmuir and his family. The architect of the castle was a man named Warren Haywood Williams, who died before its completion, and his work was taken over by another man named Arthur L. Smith in 1890. And if you ask me, having a castle in the neighborhood is pretty cool. Another thing you'll notice about the neighborhood is that it's got a very historic and vintage vibe, and this is because a lot of the houses were built back in the real estate boom of 1913. And these are just a few things that make Fernwood, in my opinion, the most interesting neighborhood in all of Greater Victoria. If you like this video, please do me a favor and hit the thumbs up. I would love to do a follow-up on the Fernwood neighborhood. And if you want to check out some other neighborhood guides in Victoria, you should find that playlist on your screen. As always, guys, if you want to get in touch with me for anything real estate related in Victoria, you can find all my information in the description of this video. And that'll do it for this one. I'll see you on the next one.